Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I hope you're doing well. Um, I will be brief. This is breaking news right now. It's breaking as I speak. Uh, William Samoei Ruto Kipchirchir has decided to withdraw Chief Justice Martha Koome's security details. Again, I repeat, William Samoei Ruto, Rap Kipchirchir, whatever his name is, has decided to withdraw Chief Justice Martha Koome's security detail, and among other, uh, justices, judges. Okay. Now, very quickly, like again, I say, before I even get started, ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment and like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, like the video, like the video. I'm just going to break it down to you very quickly. Now, what could be the reason why Ruto is doing such a thing? It's just, this is something that we should stand for. This is incorrigible. This is outrageous. There should be um, separation of powers. Separation of powers as far as the judiciary being independent of the executive and the executive being independent of the legislative body. But here it is, just like I say in my previous video, again, all these presidents that we've had in Kenya never really wanted to respect the 2010 constitution, which limits the powers of the president. You can't have the executive making a call to the judiciary and telling them how a case should go, or you cannot have the president decide that, oh, this money shall not be allocated for the judiciary budget. Okay. Now, these are the things that are still going on. The breach of the 2010 constitution. Now, why would the executive branch of this government call shots and decide to withdraw Justice Martha Koome, Chief Justice at that, to withdraw her security details? Usually we know this in Kenya. Every time they do this, it's a sign of intimidation. Okay. Again, there has been rumors swirling around that Ruto is trying to get Sholay to become the next Chief Justice. We've heard about those news. And he deployed his minions through Nelson Harvey and Ahmed Nasir, the Grand Mullah, to come up with this whole idea, try to expose Koome as a corrupt Chief Justice and stuff. Okay? You know, they were trying to bring out or try to get Martha Koome out of her position, through the JSC, Judicial Service Commission, accusing her of not dealing with the issue of corruption in the judicial system, or not reprimanding the corrupt judges who have been caught to be involved in some kind of corruption. Okay? While on the surface, it might appear as a noble cause for them to, advocate for a corrupt-free judicial system. We know there are some judges who have been paid before. We've had the rumors and we've had some evidence. But I'm just saying, Stella is saying, did you bleach yourself? No, I did not bleach myself. I'm just in a terrible state right now. If you see my face, you'll think that you're seeing the devil himself. So I will not, traumatize you in that matter. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I didn't bleach myself. I'll be back before you know it. Karibu sana. Like the video. But again, nice seeing you, Stella. Again, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, Martha Koome has not been Ruto's favorite Chief Justice. You understand last year, remember when before the finance bill, that is, when Ruto invited Martha Koome at the executive branch and they had the tea, and after that meeting, Ruto, promised Martha Koome, Chief Justice, that he will release some new vehicles and allocate some money to the judiciary system. You see what I'm saying? the executive branch, the head of the executive branch, the president should not be determining what the judiciary, their budget, or how much money they should be having, okay? Or he shouldn't be determining what cars they should have, how many cars they should receive. That is not a role or uh, power that the president, the head of the executive, should be having, because the law is very clear. That's a different arm of government, okay, which works independently. The judiciary, from my understanding, should come up with their budget and, have it sent to Mbadi or whoever is at the who has the deals with the budget and money stuff, and then they can actually review it if it's the legislative body that reviews it or whatever the case is. Then if they find that, okay, that money, that budget is then they should release the money to the judicial system. Karibu sana, Chief Negis, nice seeing you. But it shouldn't be that the president sits there at the State House and determines how much money the judiciary should get, how much cars should the judiciary get, how much security these justices, especially the Chief Justice, should receive, and he can withdraw them at any time. You see this thing. So Martha Koome, not my favorite Chief Justice. He wasn't when they were trying to get a new Chief Justice. I thought that she was not the most qualified, but nevertheless, she is now the Chief Justice. My personal choice was Murgor. I thought he was Murgor, and I really liked Maraga. I think Maraga's tenure was over or something like that, but I think Maraga did a wonderful job, even though he was forced by Uhuru Kenyatta to show up in that inauguration after Uhuru Kenyatta imposed himself on Kenyans. I understand that he was intimidated. There was some one of the Chief Justice, who's what's her name? The deputy Chief Justice. Now I forgot her name. She lost her bodyguard then when Uhuru Kenyatta, went and shot the bodyguard to death. So this has been happening. There's a history of the president, the executive, the president of Kenya, usurping power or acting as an imperial president, like we just seen Ruto is doing now. This is the oldest tactic in Kenyan politics. Every time the executive wants to intimidate a certain politician or an MP or a senator or whatever the case is, the members of the opposition, the first sign or the first action that they usually take is to withdraw their security. And this seems to be the case. As I've mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining me right now, nice seeing you, Eric Ayaga. Pritpal Kaur, nice seeing you too. Eric Ayaga, just to I'm very ashy. Atar Kapamba. So I can't do that. But anyway, like I say, what I'm trying to drive home, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and enemies and comrades, what I'm trying to say is this. Ruto has had this battle with the Chief Justice. It's been going on for long now. Like I mentioned, you saw how she had to invite her to the State House and influence her to vote for this, the finance bill that just passed, that we were surprised when the Supreme Court actually had one opinion. All of them agreed and had a one opinion where they read it. Usually when the case goes to a Supreme Court, every judge, writes their opinion in concurrence or in whatever, in a disagreement of whatever the issue is. Okay, they explain it. It's all read. We read their opinions on the matter. Okay, but this time on the finance bill, we saw how it was very unusual, which is very, very highly unusual for them to for them to have one opinion and read it, just a one opinion, So that's what I'm saying. And this is a sign that the judicial system, the judicial arm of government is heavily influenced by Ruto. That's why I'm saying, for those of you who want to go to 2027, who are hoping that, oh, we shall remove Ruto, and if he dares goes to Ninio, goes to the to the Supreme Court, the evidence will be so overwhelming that he lost that there'll be no way that the judges will overturn the election. And I keep on telling you guys, Ruto has the judicial system for the most part, not all, because there are some justices there like Justice Mwita and among others who are really, really pro-constitution. They interpret the law as it's supposed to, okay, and not going by what the executive branch of is doing. So let me go ahead and read your comments a little bit. I see Chief Negus Karibu Sana, Pritkal Kaur, Erika Yaga. Pritkal Kaur is saying, very good to see you too, bro. KR. Looks like Koome is about to be thrown under the bus too. This is Ruto's MO, modus operandi, withdrawing people's security to leave them vulnerable. At least, yes, exactly. Like I said, they usually do this to intimidate you, so you can feel vulnerable and feel that you're not safe, and you'll be fearing for your life. Imagine if you're used to having bodyguards and you know that you have enemies out there who might not like you politically or don't like you for whatever reason. If they withdraw your security, obviously, automatically, you'll start feeling some type of way. You'll feel intimidated, utakuwa umeogopa, paranoid, and all this and all that. So yes, that is a good point, Chief Negus. Karibu sana, Clean Black Sneakers. Nice seeing you. Gypsy Corner, nice seeing you. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you guys. It's like I'm having a barbecue and you guys are coming to the party. I'm so happy to see you guys. Yes, Erica Ayaga is saying, I am told you're the new PR machine for Riggy G. Oh my Lord. I am the... Now, listen, guys. Oh, Ayaga, you need to follow me on X. I just said, in my humble opinion, I think Riggy G and Ruto, this whole beef between them is just as fake as the beef between Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto in 2022. This is a whole long con game. I am not buying it. I mean, again, I will pose the question to you guys on the chat, and whoever is going to watch this on repeat. What is the reason why Ruto and Riggy G fell out? Why did they become enemies? What caused them? Did they? What happened? Did Riggy G shag Ruto's wife, Rachel? What happened? I mean, what? If that was the case, then I would understand it. But you cannot just say, "Oh, Riggy G was a tribalist and he was caring too much about Murima. He was incompetent. He was this." I mean, you should have known that right before you started running for presidency. I mean, come on, man. Listen, tuache mchezo. So, no, Eric Ayaga, I am not the new PR machine for Riggy G. I've never supported Riggy G. I've spoken numerous times against him. One thing I would say, though, I will say this: the manner in which he was removed from his seat as a deputy president was unconstitutional. That I will say that. Even if I disagree with him politically, I will maintain that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Any day of the week, okay? So karibuni sana. I see James Sorry, like I say, Clean Black Sneakers is also in here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, as I maintained, Martha Koome is facing a lot of pressure. She's been pressured by Ruto, and Ruto is ramping up the pressure against us. As you can see, he was using the top two lawyers who happen to be his minions, Nelson Harvey and Abdi Nasir. Abdi Nasir was the perfect person for Ruto to choose because, remember, Martha Koome and the Supreme Court decided that they shall not allow Abdi Nasir's law firm to represent anyone at the Supreme Court, okay? So Abdi Nasir was very upset, and that's when he started tweeting all of this nonsense about judicial corruption and all this, Juris Pesa and so forth. We know the story. Shi Mariam, karibu sana nakuona. Karibu rafiki yangu. So yes, so you can see, so the Nelson Harvey, while you can see the kind of pressure that Ruto is putting against Martha Karua. Sorry, not Martha Karua. Why do I keep on saying Martha Karua? Martha Koome, Chief Justice, okay? On one hand, she's fighting her by using Nelson Harvey and Abdi Nasir through the courts, okay, through the legal means, putting pressure and the PR that they, you see Abdel Nasser using his a Twitter account. He has a lot of followers, I think 1 million or something. And Nelson Harvey also is known making rounds on TV stations, speaking about the corruption and how incompetent Martha Koome is and all this stuff. So you can see there's a campaign to ridicule Martha Koome. Oh Lord, jeez, Martha Koome. There's a campaign. Oh, thank you, Kay. Nice seeing you, brother. So you can see that there's a campaign against Martha Koome, accusing her of being incompetent, corrupt, and they want to remove her. Basically, that's what. So they're doing it in different fronts. They're doing it, trying to legally take her out through the JAC and all that stuff. And also now you see Ruto is using skullduggery methods by withdrawing her security. Okay, like I said, the whole aim of withdrawing her security is intimidation, because now Martha Koome will feel vulnerable, like Chief Negus have just told us. Once they withdraw your security, you will feel vulnerable. You will be paranoid, and you feel like somebody's after you, and you'll feel like, hey, somebody can actually reach out and do something to you if you're not used to living a normal life like a normal Kenyan. So that's what's happening out here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going up. It's being, oh Lord. Gypsy Kona is saying you have turned to Martha Karua. It's rubbing on. Please don't get me started with Martha Karua. No. Principal Kaur told me like I'm secretly, I like Martha Karua secretly. I was like, oh my Lord, jeez. Do not do that to me, please. No. That's a very egregious. Yes, that's a very egregious and scandalous of him. Absolutely. Total in agreement with you, Clean Black Sneakers. You cannot do that. The president cannot decide to withdraw the security of the Chief Justice. I don't know how this works. These security guys, it shouldn't be the president's call. Like I said, there's 3 arms of government: the legislative body, the judiciary, and the executive, and they are independent in the way they should be operating by the Constitution, under the law. That's how they should be. So the president cannot just wake up and tell an independent arm of government or an independent institution like the police or the security bodies that we have and tell them, hey, listen, you guys, stop protecting Martha Koome. He cannot do that. That's why you see, even in any judgment that happens, when it happens, let's say like the Supreme Court, if they are going to adjudicate on a matter that has to deal with another independent institution of the government, they cannot tell that institution, that independent institution, to do X, Y, and Z. They can only recommend. That's why you remember when Maraga, before, when he ruled on the matter, when he decided, when they interpreted the law once in 2017, when it was determined that the elections was not clear, okay, when they looked at the evidence and they determined that the election did not meet the constitutional threshold, which means it should be verifiable, it should be what do you call it, apparent or something like that. I'm looking for a word. Maraga did not come out and say, hey, Uhuru won, or hey, Ruto won. That was not his position. That was not his decision. It's not in his place. His only duty is to interpret the law as it relates to the issue that is at hand. That's why after he made that ruling, he just said, listen, based on the evidence, this matter has not met the threshold of what the Constitution is asking for. Therefore, I recommend that A, B, and C has to take place before we get to the next re-election. Okay, the re-election, the by-election. Okay, so he recommended. He could not tell the IBC that, hey, IBC, you do this X, Y, and Z. No, he said he recommended. The recommendations were that the IBC needs to be reconstituted with new commissioners. Okay, so let's get that straight. That's why I'm saying Ruto, by doing this action of withdrawing the security from Martha Koome, he's in violation. But again, he has violated the constitution so much that we Kenyans, if an action like this happens, we think it's normal. He only business as usual. It shouldn't be normal, ladies and gentlemen. This is just not normal. This is not something that we should sit and accept. It's totally unacceptable. It's unconstitutional. It's uncalled for, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Gypsy Koome saying, Ruto seems to be the chef, the server, the dishwasher, and the cleaner. Absolutely. He wants to be everything. And the thug, too. If you didn't forget that, I'm telling you, this is totally unacceptable. Hopefully, Martha Koome All right, can you guys hear me? Okay, I think I'm audible. All right. I'm back. Sorry. Like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto has turned Kenya into his personal playground property, as if he's using taxpayers' money to bribe anyone that opposes him. That's the thing that's happening. So uh, we have to be we have to stay vigilant, and we have to stand up to his his games. Now I can see there's a lot of people talking about finance 2025, like we should be preparing for the next big mandamano. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why we are waiting till I don't know, June, July, or whatever the case is, before this finance bill is passed. We should start now. There's much to discuss today, but I just wanted to highlight the news today about Martha Koome. I might come back later and maybe I'll show my face later. I'm not in a position to show my face because, like I say, sikuweka solea kwa sura. So forgive me, guys. But I really want to thank you guys for showing up. Let me just shout out to you guys again real quick before I leave. Gypsy Corner, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Clean Black Sneakers, nice seeing you. Kay, also, thank you so much. Shimeri Yam, Eric Ayaga. Next time I'll when I get to my computer, I'll invite everyone. It's so hard to invite people when you have a thing like this, okay? Pritpal Kaur, again, thank you so much, everybody. I will leave it here. Please take this 1 minute and hit that like button, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and put that notification button. Make sure it's on so every time I come in, you always get that in here. Thank you so much, guys. 2027 seems to have. I'm telling you, 2027. Like I said in my video, listen, the signs are there. We are facing. Woo. Did you guys hear what Gladys Wanga said? Gladys Wanga and what's his name, Kaluma. These guys are out there just blatantly being tribalistic as they can, and they're trying to play into this nonsensical. Let me just address this real quick. Gladys Wanga literally came out and said that, oh, now we are in government, we shall arrange ourselves. You know what that means. Like basically, get our stuff together. We as the people of, I don't know, the Luos or whatever the case is. And I was sitting there. She was saying that we donatives are experts to go help whatever this government. So there should be no reason for us to fight this government because we have our experts helping this government, and we are in government now. So we are there getting money. And I kept on asking myself, Gladys Wanga, besides you political crooks that joined from Luo Nyanza, who joined Ruto's government, how is that benefiting the people, the community the people of Nyanza province, who has benefited from you joining the broad-based government? How many people have been lifted in the social economic ladder? That is the question that I ask. So next time when people like Kaluma and Gladys Wanga come out and tell us that, oh, we Luos, we are on the government now, we are also making money, hey, we are having positions. Ask them these questions. Let's not be carried out as fools. These people are rapacious animals. They're corrupt. And they want to justify their corrupt nature, their corrupt action, by trying to tie it with the community that they come from. This is absolutely outrageous. Oh my Lord, this is just driving me crazy when I think about it and see the Kalomas, and they're boldly saying it on camera. So, folks, this is what I'm talking about. This is what is going to drive us to a place that we don't want to get to in 2027. It will be like 2007 again, all over again. It's and you know, as much as I don't know why they're tolerating this. So, folks, we should not allow this. I think men should be concerned about their hormonal health. Ruto gotta go. Gotta go. Yes, Ruto has to go. So, yeah, we shouldn't let this happen, people. This is outrageous. I didn't even plan on talking about that, but it's just, I remembered it. I didn't listen to the Chagwas live. I don't know what he said. So I will go listen to it. I don't know, all the little snippet that I had from Gachagua was basically saying that the president is obsessed with him, preoccupied with him. Every week when he goes to Vihiga, he tries to, he's trying to evoke Gachagua's name every time. He's using him to get, for the claptrap. Okay, so yeah, but this game, I'm not buying it. And apparently, even in Rift Valley, there's a split. The Kipsigis are not happy with the Nandis. I don't know. Farouk said something about the Kipsigis women. I'll just paraphrase. He just said that the Kipsigis women, all they do is just give birth, and that did not sit well with the Kipsigis. And the Kipsigis are up in arms right now against the Nandis because they thought they're in the government and they're being disrespected by the Nandi. Apparently, Ruto is a Nandi. I will let that for the Kalenjin community to break it down. They know their politics better. I just see that on X, there's a lot of excerpts and video clips of the Kipsigis who are not happy at all with this administration. Yeah. Fred Matiang'i is another one. I mean, these folks, again, I keep on telling you, the Fred Matiang'is, Martha Karuas, Mudavadi, what's that Speaker of the House? I don't know what his name is. These are just the same people. We are recycling the same old rotten crop of corrupt politicians. I mean, anyone with their right mind will not vote for Matiang'i. Anyone with their right mind will not vote for Martha Karua. I will not go on a tangent about Martha Karua. We already exhausted that. Okay? But again, they're trying to push. You see, okay, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades. Let me tell you a secret. It is the same government, these political elites are pushing these names. They're pushing these names in the media, trying to condition us to start accepting these names like Martha Karua and Matiang'i. It's the same political elites. That's why you see Ruto is chest thumping, sounding so arrogant, hubristic, saying that He has no competition. And he's right. I mean, if Coleman makes it to the AUC, then he stands a better chance. So such names, like I said, Kalonzo Musyoka, because listen, this is the new alliance, actually. You heard Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the alliance that they want to create. They're going to be the new version of the Tanga Tanga. Remember Tanga Tanga in 2022? This is going to be the Tanga Tanga, folks, the new Tanga Tanga. Kalonzo Musyoka, N. Gachagua, Kioni, Martha Karua, Matiangi, and all these useless people who are pretending to be the opposition, who are pretending to be opposing Ruto. They're the new Tanga Tanga. That's the game. That's the game, folks. Don't fall into this nonsense. We need a complete overhaul of the system. Absolutely. Total overhaul. Revolution. People's revolution. I saw Menya posted. They're exposing the person who's holding up the IEBC. I guess his name is Augustine Muli. He's said to be a Ruto minion. Yes, Stella. It's musical chairs. You know, when Ruto was being fronted after the fake beef between him and Uhuru Kenyatta, we were rightly, majority of the people fell for that. Oh, Ruto is young, energetic, no nonsense, hardworking. He's the lesser evil. That's what we are being told. That is what was being sold to us. He's the lesser evil. Let's vote for him. Raila is part of the whatever. Not monarch, but what's the name? What's the name that were they using? Dynasty. It was so cleverly coined. Dynasty versus a chicken seller. Oh, Ruto is the lesser evil. Ruto was being mistreated by by Uhuru. While all along it was a game, chase of town. And majority of Kenyans fell for it. We were like, okay, let's give Ruto a chance. You saw how he was being mistreated by the very Matiangi. You had those things. And some of us fell for it. We felt sorry for Ruto. And they went and voted for Ruto. And here is Ruto. A few months after he became president, you see him laughing and giggling with who? Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. You see what I'm saying? So we were being played. And now the same script. The same script. Different personnel. Oh, Ruto becomes president. His vice president, Gachagua, has been unconstitutionally removed. Now he's out there on the cold, forming his coalition, his form of Tanga Tanga with Kalonzo Musyoka, Karua, and all these people. Then they're going to come back and say, and phrase it again. Oh, Ruto ameiba. Sisi hatujaiba. We are the lesser evil. You'll be told that, oh, Matiangi revolutionized the education system. Oh, Matiangi mchapakazi. Matiangi is a no-nonsense, whatever. And then you shall vote for him. Forget it that Matiangi will be only there to protect the interest of the political elites. No difference between all these people. You can put Raila Odinga as the president for tomorrow. You can put Martha Karua tomorrow. You can put Musyoka tomorrow. You can put Matiangi tomorrow. It's the same people. You'll have the same problems, corruption, all this. Don't be fooled. They already fooled you in 2022. Why are you still buying the lie? Gypsy Corner sell all drugs being recycled. Wake up, fellow Kenyans. They are all fake like Conman Raila. Absolutely. Lowang says most of your revolutionaries were people posting selfies and posting slogans on social media. Well, hello, Mr. Lowang, 69 edition, commissioned by Babs 2036. Social media platforms, that's the new streets. The world has changed. People communicate through the social media. That's how people exchange ideas. Gen Zs, before they hit the ground, what did they do? They were exchanging ideas on social media. That's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, there's no votes in social media." Like this pinhead that was in on the TV station, Citizen TV, I believe today. Jared something, I forgot his name. You laugh, you say, "Oh, there's no votes in social media. Oh, your revolution is on the social media." Absolutely. Most of this revolution, even the one in Bangladesh, started on social media. It's 2025. This is not like Saba Saba where you needed a radio station or a TV station to gather people around. Nowadays, people go to X, Facebook, WhatsApp groups, Instagram, TikTok, and all kind of social media. And that's where they gather and exchange information. And if they agree that tomorrow they're going to State House to remove Ruto, that's how it's going to be. And if they say that tomorrow they want to go vote for an ex whatever personnel to become the president, that's what they'll be. That's what they'll do. So it's silly to say that revolutionaries or these young folks with the revolutionary minds on social media, it's silly to dismiss this. I hope people are listening because you are not hyperbolic about their plan. Absolutely. The colonial playbook, yes. Sikieni Wazimu, at the woman who stormed Shaf office last week has been arrested at she caused disruption. Ruto amekuwa wazimu. So for non-English speakers, Shimariam is saying the lady that stormed the Sham meeting last time, she has been arrested, who was protesting and telling the media that the Shah was not working. She has been arrested. Yeah. Just because they failed to take power does not mean that it's over. This is the calm before the storm. The old style 60s protest is over. You need new techniques for the evil ones' tactics. Absolutely. So yes, folks. And holding your money back gets the attention. Yes. I know there is a protest that is being pushed on for the 27th with Gaito. I don't know how that will go. I don't know how strong that is. We'll wait to see how that goes. But as I mentioned, anyway, folks, I wasn't planning to stay here long. I just wanted to highlight this breaking news about Ruto withdrawing Chief Justice Koome's security detail. We are really back to Moi days. By the way, the woman and Shakaola who's causing disruption. Absolutely. Like I say, like I'm telling my friend here, Lowang, the revolution is coming. As much as you might play it down, it's coming. Anyways, folks, I'll leave it here. I was just coming here to say 1, 2, 3. Check in with my people. Shi Miriam, naona tuanze kutembelea hawa ma MPs. Yes, like if you go to, what's his name? His number ya Augustine Muli, the person who is holding up this whole IBC thing by putting a petition somewhere in a Kiambu court. anapigiwa simu saizi. So anyway, guys, I'll leave it here. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe, comment, and I will talk to you later, folks. I'll see you later. All right? Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Peace.